Courage is the opposite of fear. When fear paralyzes, courage chooses to act. Courage chooses to focus on the character of God instead of on the circumstances. This is why every biblical command to have no fear is accompanied by the reason. And the reason? Well, it's God himself. The Bible tells us, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will neither leave you nor forsake you. How about this one? You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel. These are the words that David exclaimed as he stood before Goliath. Now, why in the world was David the shepherd boy, David the harp player, standing in front of a well-trained, well-equipped superhuman? Because while the Israelite soldiers focused on the circumstances, David focused on the character of a God who makes and keeps promises. And this alone is the reason he stood strong and courageous while others fell afraid and terrified. Do you know who stands by your side? The same God who stood with David long ago is the same God who stands with you right now. But remember, God gave David victory as David fought, which means you and I have a role to play because God will not do for you what you are capable of doing for yourself. And so you need to go to the river. You need to pick up your stones and you need to pull back the slingshot so that God can win victories through you. Now, how can you do that in 3 steps today? Going to the river means you're going to get outside. You're going to get in nature. Do you hear the birds chirping? Do you hear the songs they sing? Well, I want you to get outside in nature. That's how you're going to go to the river. Then I need you to go and pick a stone. The stone today is going to be your cell phone. You're going to pick up your cell phone. You're going to say, God, place a name in my heart, and you're going to pick up the cell phone, and you're going to call to express gratitude. You are going to call to express a long overdue I love you. Or maybe, yes, maybe you're going to call because you need to apologize. Now, man, apologies are scary, and you're going to say, well, Amanda, it wasn't my fault, and I wasn't the first one to do it, and they threw the stones first. But today, God is calling you. This video is for you. He's calling you to have courage. Today, you are going to choose courage over fear. Why? Because Jesus wanted me to remind you that perfect love casts out fear. That he is love, that he is right beside you, that he will help you, that courage comes from him. And so don't focus on the circumstances. Don't focus on what everyone else should do or needs to do. Focus on the character of God who is making you a promise that he will keep. He will be with you.